Most of our small and medium businesses can't imagine doing up a plan like that. So like for the awards, we decide on the best company, the best directors like finance, marketing, production, the best product among children. Then also we look at from all of them, we pick up the most outstanding entrepreneur among girls, the most outstanding entrepreneur among boys, and out of them, who is the most outstanding young entrepreneur of them all, every year.
Oh, okay, this is across the school you select?
Across the schools.
And specifically for the schools also you select? School-wise?
We also have it now in a district-wide basis,
right.
District winners,
right.
School winners, and the national winners at the national level.
So there's a competitive element
very much
in it as well. And this duration, you said it's about 10 months to 1 year?
Yes.
And it is on that basis that they are evaluated.
Yes.
So also you said that you will come up with some examples where these the student groups came up with businesses that also has a corporate social responsibility aspect. You want to elaborate on those?
Yes. Now what happens is, now from the profits they make in the company, they have to put a part of it for corporate social project. So there the children are free to decide what they want to do. Some start with making home for the elders, for orphans, but beyond that they have gone to even greater levels now. Last year there are some schools combined their companies, and we have this very tragic thing of this sickness in particularly Kurunnagal area. What is called thalassemia or something? Thalassemia.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's a very peculiar disease. So children found out they must go and help those people suffering from this disease. Went and spend the whole day treating them, patients in the hospital, all that. So they come out with now new projects like that. Then disabled soldiers during the war, to help them in various activities.
With the CSR budget that they've set aside.
Yes.
So initially for them to start the projects, and how did they get the funding? Eventually they would be earning their own money, but initially how did they
Initially it is through shares they sell among their members. They can sell it to a teacher, they can sell it to parents or anybody and collect the money. That is why they are taught how to raise your capital to run a business.
So that's a separate module that
is a part of the whole program.
And then why did you say that you were interested in sponsorships, and why a reason why you could have still not started it all across the island but only in 500 school was because of lack of sponsorships? But where do these sponsorships come in this whole framework?
All over the world the concept is for sponsorships to come from the business community, the private sector, or individuals can even sponsor a few children. Some sponsors sponsor 1,000 children. And so we cover 1,000 children.
What do you mean by that now when you say sponsoring the thousands? What
it's like
is the
this.
package?
Now each child is costing us about 5,000 rupees per year for the program. That is, we give the material, educational material, the services of our staff, then also all the logistical and overhead operation. It costs us about 5,000 a year per child. So in a group at least 30 children are there, between 30-35 children. Now the sponsor, will assume it's a company A who sponsors it, they will fund the whole 500 children or 100 children, what they choose. Now the advantage that the sponsor gets is that he gets an image of a good socially responsible organization. Then they also have access to a pool of talent of children where they can be future employees. Then also the company is able to, if it's a particular product, that product, the children, there will be a banner or whatever it is, the children will know this company is sponsoring our program, and they begin to get into their mind the name of the company and their products. So you are building up another new market also among children. So it has multiple effects of the sponsor.
And the companies can select at which level they want to come in, whether it is a primary level, secondary level, tertiary level. So do you see companies more interested in the tertiary level where the students are in O levels or A levels?
It all depends, because it depends on the type of company. For instance, if you look at a bank, they'll be looking at maybe how they can expand their customer base in the future. So the children's mind gets into this bank has sponsored us. Some, when I say the Future First program, that is particularly a thing that sponsor selected as the program they want to be associated with. Being associated with helping underprivileged children.
Right. So based on that, the companies can select which groups to look at.
And also the company can select which area they want to support. Maybe in the outstation they might pick up a school, or they might pick up a school close to their business establishment like a factory. So we give the freedom to them.
Right, so that's an interesting note we can expand on, so that for our students out there and the companies out there to see how they can cooperate. But before that, we'll take a small break and we'll be back with you soon.
Prime TV together with Liberty Plaza present Aurudu Sangraya 2010, an Indo-New Year experience for the first time in Colombo from the 1st to the 14th of April at Liberty Plaza. Media sponsors Prime TV and Prime Radio.
Election Special movies on Prime TV.
Where is he? I don't know who you're talking. In Australia.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Can you speak up?
We're not all bad, you know. I make an honest deal.
But in this situation, the ends do justify the means.
Clear! Get your hands off her!
9th of April at 12:30 a.m. Operation Wolverine.
He's right. He was loyal. He was your friend.
Remember that? Do you remember that?
Wow, do it again.
He works for the change.
Your family's dead.
That's the order.
9th of April at 4 a.m. War.
You began in here? You fit for a prince in disguise.
We ever be together again?
I dreamed you up. Why would he do that?
Because he loved her.
Ninth of April at 10:05 a.m. Wuthering Heights. Prime TV. Catch a reflection on UHF 24. Channel 75 on Dialogue TV.
Welcome back. You're watching Roundtable and we are speaking to Desha Bandu Patrick Amarasinghe, and he is the president of Young Entrepreneurs Sri Lanka, and we came to a very crucial point where he was illustrating how actually the corporates also can participate in building this very essential human capital, the students, because the Young Entrepreneurship Program also needs funding for the students. The cost of funding a student for the course material and for teacher training and all that will be around 5,000 rupees, and the ability for a corporate to get engaged in the sponsorship is because it gives them an access to a target market group. They can select their target market group. It can be brand building. They can come across as a socially responsible organization, and they can also look at the future employment of their companies and the way they want to portray the image of the company. So those are the benefits a corporate gets, and as a result the students also get the chance and opportunity to engage in a value addition program which will enable them to be social entrepreneurs and make them work ready. So following from that point, Mr. Amarasinghe, can you also talk about the other special programs that you conduct like that, and how you wanted to illustrate how the corporates can engage in this process?
Yeah. Now there are several supplementary programs, like a program called GLOBE, that is called the Global Learning of the Business Empire, where children can learn all about import-export trade. Then there is a very good program which I think is more relevant than ever before for Sri Lanka. We have a program called Tourism and Travel Business, called TTBIS. That program teaches children all aspects of the tourism and travel business.
This is activity based as well?